Lingvist is building technology to make human learning 10 times more efficient. We're living in a rapidly changing world, and education is not evolving quickly enough. Generations entering the workforce today must learn much quicker and much more than ever. What if we could learn as fast as we did when we were kids? Children learn 2.1 new words per day during the fastest learning stage called vocabulary spurt. It's believed that adults can never learn languages that fast anymore. It's wrong. We have built technology that enables them to learn even 10 times more efficiently using AI. Today, it works for languages. Currently, we are integrating engaging content as a bridge to education, and our long-term goal is to power any field of education with this technology. Here's how it works. First, we make the learning content truly adaptive and relevant for each individual based on their goals and previous knowledge. Everyone forgets things at a different pace. We accelerate learning by using individual memory models powered by AI algorithms. This enables people to learn 10 times more efficiently because everyone has the best individual learning trajectories. It works wonderfully for languages. Our retention on month 25 is 30%, while most EdTech apps actually struggle to retain 30% of users on month 2. It also turns out that learning efficiency is the single most important factor for revenue. We recently broke 1 million in annual recurring revenue, and we have massively improved our unit economics. Our next step is to link learning to all sorts of educational content. The best educational resources are in English, but 95% of people cannot access it due to the language barrier. That's why currently there are 1.5 billion English learners. However, common consumer apps teach only the very basics. When people need to learn for professional reasons, their technology just doesn't enable it. We create professional courses in 3 seconds. People simply drop content into our platform and automatically get the professional course on any topic: words, audios, exercises, and more. We have a concept to make the biggest book resources available to these billions of non-native English speakers. People are actually asking it or hacking it already. And we can also recommend content based on what they know, give them some pages to read and let them to buy directly. And we're actually working together with Amazon because it works very well together with the content that Amazon has. Language learning is a huge market, $60 billion market, that can actually support the book market to grow. However, here's the really exciting part. Our technology has been built in such a way that it works in any field of education. We can work with corporate education, lifelong learning, post-secondary, and far beyond. The total EdTech market will grow to $10 trillion by 2030. Our AI-first approach, the technology and algorithms we have built, and the experience we have from teaching millions of people new languages put us at the forefront of it. We have just the right team to do it. Our DNA comes from CERN, where I was part of the Higgs boson discovery team. Our lead scientist is a professor of linguistics, cognitive science, and artificial intelligence, a super rare combination. And our engineers were key people building Skype and thereby connected the world. We know how to build products that work at scale. Wouldn't it be amazing to learn a new language or even being a pilot in a couple of months? This is possible. We all have to learn new things in this rapidly changing world, and how quickly we learn makes the major difference in our lives, in our family lives, and the people around us. This is the reason why we are building this technology to make human learning 10 times more efficient. Thank you.
Great, Mike. And I think it's a very clear presentation, also on point with the time. Steven Garaki, please, questions?
Yeah, there'd be, excuse me, tremendous interest in this, to be on a score of meetings related to this, what you're doing. Can you name maybe 4 or 5 validated customers, more than letter of intent? You indicated you got revenue, so.
We have a consumer product, so all of these users who are paying, they are kind of validated customers. We have 20,000 paying subscribed users.
And do you have agreements with any of the big corporates that are out there as well, that are in this environment?
It a little bit broke up. Did you ask that, do we have any bigger clients as well?
Yeah, who are in the education field or interested in this area.
There is actually a very interesting story that one of our consumer customers was a student and left his school and for a year, and then he found Lingvist, learned French, and when he came back, then the teacher was amazed that actually the teacher thought that he was living in France, and that's why I learned French so quickly. And when the teacher learned about Lingvist, then she started to use it in her classroom, and then soon all of the other teachers started to use. And actually last year there was a state level competition in America, and the first and second and third prize was won by Lingvist users. And the teacher is saying that now when the children are using Lingvist, then she's doing in the first year things that she never even did it in the third year. And there are actually many other schools who have reached out to us as well and have bought the product, although we're actually a consumer product and our main focus is in consumers.
Great, thank you. I'll try to dig into your financials offline. Thank you.
Okay.
Sasha, please.
I want to clarify, did you say that your current revenue is $1 million?
The annual recurring revenue is $1 million, but it's the monthly recurring revenue is growing like a consistently 10% in a month or 10-11% in a month.
Yeah, that's quite impressive since it sounds like you're business to consumer business. So a quick question. So I just moved to Switzerland and having to learn French, actually onboarded with your program, started to play. And it seemed to me, and again, I'm very early stages of learning about it. It seems to me very similar to Rosetta Stone. So Rosetta Stone was a pioneer. It's a quite successful organization. Just wanted to hear how, you know, there are a number of, Duolingo is also a platform I've personally used. So how do you compare with the other market players? And because again, also as far as the scale, they are established players.
It's similar in that way that it's online, it works on smartphone and then the desktop. What is different that our focus is to make learning super efficient, so that what you learn with 1 hour with Lingvist, you probably need to learn 10 hours with Rosetta Stone or Duolingo, maybe even more, because their focus is not making you learn more efficiently. Duolingo's goal is to keep you engaged as playing a game, and it's a totally different value proposition. So we are a product for results-driven people.
Thank you.
May I just ask why you are concentrating on business to consumer, and what are your primary promotion methods?
Very good question. The main reason why we focused on consumers is that we are building this underlying core technology to make human learning 10 times more efficient. And we have to be in direct contact with the end users, because if there is a company in between, then it changes the motivation. And companies, there are a lot of external motivation, and then we can't actually develop this core technology that enables to rely on internal motivation and really make the human learning more efficient using technology.
And what is your promotion approach if you're concentrating on consumers? Word of mouth, internet, or some other method?
Yeah, currently our main focus has been paid user acquisition, because the paid user acquisition is very straightforward. We can measure every single step of it, and we can see that we're able to move systematically or improve the unit economics. So it's, but the paid user acquisition brings also a lot of organic users, and actually most of our current users come through organic channels.
Have you thought about trying other sectors that have a need for languages? So, for example, advertising or the music industry?
We have actually the technology that we have built enables to create professional curriculum around any content, and that's why it's very interesting for us working together with Amazon, New York Times. We also see that there is a good potential to work together with Netflix and Spotify, because we can build these language curriculums around any real life educational or recreational content. And this is very unique value proposition that just based on the technology, other competitors just can't do. And this definitely gives a lot of additional opportunities to scale the product in the consumer market.